September is right around the corner, and that means that dove season is quickly approaching. Today we're going to run through all the gear that I'm going to be using this year during dove season. I tried to gather up all the gear that I think I'm going to use this year to present it to you guys in this video. I will leave links to all the products down below. They are affiliate links, so I will get a kickback. So if you want to help me keep doing all the stuff that I do over here, just shop through those links and it'll give me credit for the sales. But if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe. We got hunting season right around the corner, so that means the hunting videos are going to be coming out. So if you like watching hunting videos, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free, and then you'll get a notification whenever I post a new hunting video this fall. And while you're there, smash that thumbs up button for me and drop a comment down below letting me know what you're most excited for this season. Is it teal? Is it doves? Is it ducks? Is it geese? Early season goose? Late season goose? Let me know down in the comments what you guys are looking forward to most during hunting season. Let's start with some of the basic essentials that you're gonna need if you're just getting into dove hunting. First things first, if you're gonna go hunting, you need a shotgun. Dove hunting, you can use any shotgun really. Recommended is either a 12 or 20 or 28, whatever you like. But if you're just getting into it and you have a 12 gauge, it's gonna work great. If you have a 20 gauge, it's gonna work great. I like kind of bouncing between when I'm out dove hunting. I like shooting the 20 gauge, but I also really like shooting my 12. So I just kind of bounce between the two during season. With your gun, you need to pay attention to what you put in the end, your choke tube. So this year I'm partnered up with Mueller Chokes, which I'm pretty pumped about. I shot them a couple years ago, and I gotta say they're probably my favorite choke tube I've ever shot. This is the Decoy tube. So if you guys remember the early season North Dakota hunts where we were just, and anytime I was really shooting that Weatherby, I had the Decoy tube in there, and it is by far and away my favorite choke tube I've ever shot. When you're dove hunting, you want to have an open choke. So that's why I like the Decoy tube in particular. I just feel like it gives me a little bit more range than like an improved cylinder would. But when you're dove hunting, improved cylinder, the tightest I would go is a modified. So last year I was shooting in my over-under, I had a cylinder tube and an improved cylinder. And the cylinder tube was a little bit too open for my liking, so I switched it up to an improved cylinder and a modified. And that seemed to do really, really good in the dove field. So in this situation where we only have one choke because we only have one barrel, I would select an improved cylinder. So like when I was shooting the 20 gauge last year at the doves, improved cylinder is what I picked. So make sure to check your choke tube before opening day and put an improved cylinder in there. And if you don't have one of those, get the most open choke tube that you have. And if you guys are looking for a solid choke this year for dove through end of goose, check out these chokes. They are, I'm not kidding you. I'm super pumped to be working with them and getting to share my personal thoughts on their products. So if you guys are looking for a tube, seriously, get you one of those. Up next is something very simple. It's a bucket. If you're going dove hunting, you're probably going to find yourself using a bucket. At least I do. I use a bucket for multiple things. The bucket's great to hold spent shells, hold your birds. You can even sit on it if you need to. They make buckets with lids and swivels on there. But yeah, 5-gallon buckets are fantastic for dove hunters. So multi-purpose, it's a trash bucket, it's a bird bucket, it's a chair. You can use it to carry all of your junk in if you don't have a bag. So 5-gallon buckets are incredibly useful for a dove hunter. And that brings us into probably, if you have these three things, you can go dove hunting 100%. Shells, bucket, and gun. So shells this year, I'm shooting these Remington heavy dove loads. These are 2 3/4 inch, 7.5s. These are 12 gauge. Last year, I tried these for the first time. I've shot the game loads before, but last year was my first time trying the heavy dove loads. And I was pretty happy with the results I was getting out of these things. So that's what I'm gonna be shooting this year is the heavy doves, and then I've got some other loads for the 20 gauge, but for the 12, I've got a case of those heavy doves. 5-gallon bucket, shells, and a gun, and you are set to go hunting. Now let's talk about clothing. I've got some other things that we'll get into, some of the extras, but I want to run through like the bare bones essentials for the new guys who are getting into the sport. I'd say clothing is another important thing to think about when you're going dove hunting. I'll dove hunt in a t-shirt, like an olive colored t-shirt, just kind of a natural color, but I've also got some other clothing pieces that I like to wear too. First off, this is the Rogers Elite Chill hoodie. This is one of their turkey pieces, but it works great for dove. They've got it in Obsession like this, but they also have Bottomland and maybe some other patterns. But it's got a hood, which I really like. Bug protection is incorporated in these, so if you got mosquitoes where you're hunting, these have bug protection. Same with the Tough Light pants. So if you guys are looking for some stuff with permethrin washed into them and good for 100 washes, the Rogers Elite Chill hoodie, Elite Chill tee, and the Tough Light pants, and I think the nylon pants have them. So there's a whole lineup of bug protection clothing from Rogers. But anyways, I like this. It's like a fishing shirt, man. It's just super lightweight. It's got some ventilation on the sides. It's great for those hot days, keeps the sun off of you, and with the bug protection, don't gotta worry about mosquitoes. And then another thing that I like to wear, like in the mornings if it's a little chilly, is like one of these grid hoodies. This is new for this year from Rogers. This is the old school Bottomland Elite Heavy Grid hoodie. I've been wearing these for a few seasons now. They're just an awesome piece. They got kind of like a, not quite a half zip, but it's more than a quarter zip. It's got a hood, thumb holes. Just a solid kind of lighter weight insulation piece. So teal hunting, I wear that. Dove season, I wear that. Just, you know, if it's a little bit chilly, not quite hoodie season yet, but you need a little bit something, that's a good one to go with. And then as far as pants are concerned, it really doesn't matter. You can wear shorts, you can wear gym shorts, you can wear jeans, like it doesn't matter. Doves, just kind of try to not wear like fluorescent colors and you should be okay. Let's roll into some of the more fun things that we like to use. This is my backpack that I've had this for years. It's solid. I used to use this for duck season. Like this is, I think I bought this in like 2018. Anyways, this is a double spinning wing backpack from Rogers. They've been tested and proven year after year after year. So I've got all kinds of goodies in here. So normally I'll throw this on my back and carry my bucket, and we're off and running. Inside here, I've got 6 of these Last Pass doves from Final Approach. They've got tree clips on the bottom, but they also they come with a stake and they'll stick into the ground. 3 uprights and 3 feeders in a pack. Super awesome dove decoys. Like they stand out, they pop. If you want like hunting a pond or whatever, throw these on the dirt around the edge, clip them on a tree. You know, possibilities are endless. Or if you're hunting in like a field, use those stakes and then stick them in the ground and give those doves something to look at on the ground. Next is probably the dove hunter's best friend. Let's talk about these. This is the Lucky Dove spinning wing decoy. Rogers is selling them in a 2-pack right now, so make sure to go pick up some of those. If you guys are picking up any of the other stuff from Rogers I'm talking about. Love these spinners. These are probably my favorite dove spinner that I've tried. I've gone through quite a few different spinners over the years, and I've finally settled on Lucky Duck being kind of my favorite brand for all around spinning wings and motion decoys. I really like their products. This spinner it's cheap, it's lightweight, it's got 4 AA batteries. I always carry extra batteries in my bag. You can just slap those in there and boom, you're off and running. I need to replace the batteries in this, obviously. But comes with a stake. I think it's a 4-piece stake, if I remember right. Yep, 4 pieces. So about 4-foot stake. Got a little kicker on there, and then it hooks into the top. You can use however many you want. If you want it on the ground, you can get it low to the ground, but if you want it tall, you can do that. And it just kind of hooks on there. So you can just keep them on the stake, throw it over your shoulder, and be off and running. Spinning wing decoys are an excellent tool for dove hunters. I try to bring as many spinners out as I can. They work so good, so good for doves. Like, if I was gonna tell you guys to buy a decoy for dove hunting, it would be get 2 of these and you're set, okay? You don't have to go overboard. The full bodies they're fun, they're cool. I would put the spinners around the full bodies, so then it just kind of, they just dive in. But yeah, spinning wing decoys are an amazing tool for dove hunting. If you don't have them, you're really kind of setting yourself behind the 8 ball. So if you guys are looking to better your success dove hunting and you don't have a spinning wing decoy, this is probably the #1 tool that you can use to help get those doves to fly close enough for you to shoot them. Get you some of those. I like that double spinning wing backpack. It's just got tons of room and you can just shove as much stuff in there as you really want to. And it's got slots on the sides for the stakes. I don't know if I showed you guys that, but yeah, it's got slots on the sides. Just break your stake in half, throw it in there, and you're off and going. Now, if you want to step up your dove game once again, you can opt for something like this. This is a chair. This is actually probably one of the best hunting chairs I've used. I've had these for, shoot, going on 4 or 5 years now. These are, I think it's the working man tripod chair from Rogers. Rogers has a bunch of different chairs, but it's got a shoulder strap. It's just super packable. It works great in ground blinds too, and A-frames and just all around. And it's like, they're cheap. They're not expensive at all. This has been an awesome chair. Easy to carry, not very heavy, comfortable to sit in, and especially if you're doing like a longer afternoon sit, having a nice chair to sit on it's kind of nice. And lastly, this is a new product for this year. This is the Dove belt from Rogers Sporting Goods. It's actually a product that I helped develop. I was in the process of, critiquing some of the samples that came through, and we finally settled on this design. So you got 2 dump pockets on the front, so you can load those up with shells. It's got like a wire opening, so you can close it and it'll stay closed. It'll keep your shells in there. And then you can open it, it'll stay open, and you can just grab your shells whenever you need them. So it's got 2 of those on the front, and on the back is a mesh game bag. Once again, it's got that wire opening, so you can leave it open like that if you wanted to, or you can just slap it closed if you want. And then when you're wrapped up for the day, it's got 3 snaps on the back, so you can snap the lid on there. So you throw these in the bed of your truck, all your birds are in here, and you're ready to go. So like I said, there's a lot of things that you can take with you. This is probably gonna be one of my favorites. When you're dove hunting, it is so nice to have a dump pocket just right there. Reach in, reload real quick, because it's just, sometimes it can be hot and heavy. You're just burning through shells. One more thing I wanna touch on, if you guys have dogs. This is the last piece of equipment that I've found that I really like, is a water jug like this. Something with a handle, makes it easy to carry the water in for the dog. I just take the lid off and they just drink out of the bucket, okay? So if you guys are dove hunting, bring plenty of water for your dogs. Get those feathers off their tongues, and it'll help keep them cool. So I always make a point to bring more water than I need, because my dogs are important to me. I like taking care of them. So water jug is a super important thing, and I always pack water bottles for myself too, so don't forget that, because if you go dove hunting without a bottle of water, you're gonna not have a very good time. So water jug is important. So that's all the gear that I have for you guys for my essentials for dove hunting. If you guys have any that I missed, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. I'm sure everybody would like to read those. It help other people out if they're just getting into the sport. If you guys haven't already, make sure to leave me a like, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe for more hunting content that's coming out every single week from here on out. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to click this video right here if you want to keep watching some of my videos, and click down here to make sure that you're subscribed. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.